misję. Powiedz tutaj nie umowie, osiągniemy ten poziom, czy na misję. Kurwa, nie ma miejsca. Ty weź. Dobrze, że ty możesz to wziąć. I masz jeszcze zepsutą broń.
I also managed to snag one of these for myself. I pull out the red Aether gun I nicked from the train and place it on the table between us. Its crimson glow throws Tiana's guarded face into sharp relief.
You show impressive initiative, Giovanna. I'm sure we can find a use for this.
I think it's best we let the kid handle it. She seems like the expert.
Niepokoją obecność broni na czerwony eter na ulicach.
What do you think this stuff is going to mean for the lowers?
Well, I do not have my great-grandmother's gift for sight, but my guess would be it will mean the same thing it usually means. People will die, and those like you and I will profit greatly.
And you're comfortable with that?
Of course.
Ptada będzie chciała się zemścić? Na
Think it
pewno.
was a mistake to leave Banger alive?
My father used to say, your enemies cannot hunt you if they're dead. I'm not sure I believe that. What do you believe?
I slide my hand into my coat pocket to hide the sudden tremble at my fingertips. I don't know.
Giovanna, I've never known you to look over your shoulder. Byrne is an angry pup, and you brought her to heal. I wouldn't worry.
Jak ty załatwiałbyś tę sprawę?
I get the feeling you're itching to tell me how you would have done things differently if you were me.
No need to be coy. If you're curious, I will tell you. The truth is, what's done is done. Everything else is smoke in the wind.
Gotta get going.
Always a pleasure. We're overdue for a proper chat. Come by later. I will make tea. And Giovanna?
I'm reaching for the door, its cold brass cooling my hand. I turn back for a moment.
Try not to let that conscience of yours bother you too much.
At that, I can't help but grin.
Od czasu do czasu Tajana będzie otrzymywać nowe towary. Warto do niej zaglądać podczas wizyty w Norze. Masz coś nowego? Coś doszło. Mały tajny schowek. Ile masz miejsca? 4 bagażnik. Szkoda, że mały. Czyli to. Wolałbym się wykosztować na taką wersję, tylko że ze skrytką. Dobra. Na razie nie masz nic, co by mnie zainteresowało. Mogę z tobą pogadać
Back
jeszcze?
so soon.
Przedmioty powiązane z misją?
I found some things that are more unique. Mind taking a look?
And pray tell, what diamonds in the rough have you found, Mishichu?
To z najwyższej półki.
What can you offer me?
You don't come across something like this without getting your hands dirty.
Pamiętaj, którą ta Dia dostała od ta oficera wywiadu White Street. Okej. Czy to są takie pamiątki?
What can
Wizytówka?
you offer me?
I'm sure I could find a collector for something like this.
Ciekawe. Coś
That's all.
innego. A co ty masz na sprzedaż? A, to, dobra.
Looking for something in particular?
O przeszłość.
Were you born here in the city?
No. I am a daughter of Zagreb. My parents are of old Illyria. They brought me to New York to be a princess in the new kingdom of Croatia. It is a beautiful place, Giovanna. And an even more beautiful dream.
You're not telling me the whole story. Come on, spill it. Where are your folks now?
W grobach, zapewne.
They're dead.
O, zgadłem.
Ah, sorry to hear that. But I know how you feel.
I sincerely doubt that.
Ona pewnie nic nie czuje.
Really? I was closer to Alfonso than anyone. Then this city took him. You might run things down here in the hole, but you don't have a monopoly on grief, all right? Maybe I pushed it too far, but the easy, aloof expression Tiana wears like a favorite coat suddenly disappears, and her voice blooms with genuine warmth. She places a hand over mine.
I am sorry, Giovanna. That's terrible. And you are right. It doesn't matter who does the taking. Some gutter rat bastard desperate for a meal, or some suit-wearing demon from the heights who never even knew your mother's name. All that matters is what they took away.
The heights? What do you mean?
Nothing. Forget I said anything. Just be careful. The higher up you go in this city, the less air there is to breathe.
Right.
Jak jej idzie?
How's business?
Well, the market is a volatile thing. I find comfort in focusing on the details. But if I'm honest, sometimes I feel more like a grocer than a fence.
Come on, Tiana. Give me something juicy. Didn't I hear somewhere you used to work for Mar Magdalene over in Dreamland? Tiana's face takes a new shade of overcast, and her hand twitches, her elegant fountain pen scratching an ugly black gouge across her ledger. I've clearly touched a nerve.
What is the expression? Once upon a time? I was just a girl, and she took care of me when nobody else would.
Yeah, I get it. Mentors can be tough. I wonder if I'll get to meet the old lady sometime.
I am sure you will. And when you do, just remember, she may have been my tetka, but even I knew she was no kindly old grandmother.
Right. I'll remember that.
Dobra.
Do
na koniec.
widzenia.
Gnori.
Miss Randazzo, before I forget, another package arrived for you.
Package? I didn't order anything.
Ain't my business. Just letting you know.
You said another?
Yes, ma'am. That's the fifth one in 2 days. Good thing you got that Heights girl to collect them for you.
Musimy z nią pogadać.
Here you are.
It's a big, mysterious wooden box. The kind you check for hidden wires or a whiff of gunpowder. What I find rocks my feet just as hard as any explosive. A shipping label addressed to 8-Shot Randazzo. Where's Nellie?
I haven't seen her since this morning.
Damn it. I gotta find the kid. Better start asking around. If anyone knows anything, it's Cress.
Oho. Co się wpakowałaś, głupia?
Cress, you seen Nellie?
Yeah, I've seen her. Your client came in here asking for a place to stay. Brought rent and coffee. So, I gave her keys to the greenhouse. You're tense. Everything good, Gia?
No.
Gia? Both hands on the wheel.
I stalk the rows of dim glass panes and dead brown fields like a specter in search of a soul who wronged me. Maybe she has, but the voice that drifts through the cracked door is more delighted squeal than malevolent cackle. I all but storm her lair. It's hot. The blood to my head, the sweat in my gloves, the sticky air of a previously dark and gloomy greenhouse.
Now for the... Oh, Gia! I'm so glad you came. I'm not finished setting up yet, but I'm getting close.
What the hell is all this?
I'm setting up shop. By shop, of course, I mean research laboratory.
Nellie's chalkboard is crammed to the edges with physics equations and calculations and all sorts of mathematical junk I can't begin to parse. The scent of decades-old mulch is a kick to my senses. It's still not enough to make me forget why I'm here. The corner's a hill's worth of aged crates and rusted farm tools. It wouldn't be the first thing carelessly thrown around.
So, what do you think?
Masz.
A package arrived for me. Or should I say, for you. If I had any doubts about who was using my name, they're stomped flat by the recognition barreling off Nellie's face. My face fights to stay calm.
Oh, wonderful! That's the Aether capacitor I was waiting for.
Nellie, why are you making orders under my name?
Oh, well, to stop the well, I need lab supplies. To get supplies, I need people willing to sell to me. I noticed how much weight your name carried in the lowers, so I borrowed it. To help grease the wheels, so to speak. Oh. Oh dear. I'm sorry. I probably should have asked. You're not angry, are you?
I slam the package on the table. The blast of sound rattles the windows, freezing the kid to the floor. Angry doesn't cover it. You can't go throwing the name 8-Shot around.
What? But other people call you that all the time. Like Bear. And Needles, too.
Wyjaśnijmy to.
You got lucky. Banger would have cut you to shreds if I wasn't the go-between. And Needles? That prick knew me before I got the name. And if he was a bigger bastard, he could have gone for you to get to me.
I didn't... I'm so sorry. I truly am. I had no idea it would cause you so much trouble.
Molten protest scorches my throat. I want to snarl where this oblivious airhead can stick her apology, but the words sputter out, doused by a second of clarity. You don't know anything. A sudden weight presses down on my shoulders. I barely feel the splinters as I take a seat. It isn't until I wave my hat at the opposite crate that the kid sits too. A job went sideways. My job. Needles and I were moving cargo for a big shot. It should have been a career maker. But we messed up. We drew fire and I had to make a call that cost us the cargo. Knew there'd be consequences. Just didn't know how bad they'd be. It was my screw-up, but Zio Alfonso insisted he come along to give our client, Valentine, the bad news. He told me not to say a word. Not about the shipment, not about Needles. Not that I was the one behind the wheel. I've run through that day 1,000,000 times in my head. I should have had a back door. A way out when things turned sour. If only. The room was cold. Valentine sat there like a judge waiting for his end-of-day docket. He was calm at first. He asked what went wrong, whose fault it all was. Zio stepped forward, ready to take the blame. He tried to explain it all away. He could talk his way out of anything. Then, he couldn't. I don't remember the last thing he said before I felt his chest go still. Dark silhouettes slither out from the black spots in my vision. I see him on the floor. I feel the cold. I hear his last, frightened breath rattle out of his throat.
Chia, are you okay?
No.
Clean that up before you go. I don't want him staining the floor.
John Valentine, the butcher of Southtown, savior of the 7 uprisings, richer than kings. My big break. A man they said was untouchable. I decided to test that theory. I emptied my revolver into him, right there. I emptied every cylinder. All 7 shots hit their mark. But it wasn't enough. It was the 8th shot that turned me into the monster. My fingers twitch under a phantom recoil, kicking me back to the present. Instead of a skyscraper with 2 cooling bodies, I'm back in a dingy greenhouse with a wide-eyed girl.
What happened after that?
My fingers twitch again. I haven't missed a cigarette this much since my apartment flooded.
Powiedzmy, co było
I
potem.
got out.
They just let you go? After you took out their employer?
Didn't realize their boss was dead yet. Probably thought he was the one holding the gun. And they were busy finishing up with someone else. I wasn't the only one who had to report in. Except while Zio and I got the big man, Needles had to answer to a knife. Neither of us walked out of there unscathed. Between the job gone wrong, Zio, Valentine's goons, and our falling out, Piotr had plenty of reason to be mad. I just hate that the reason he owed me his life was the same reason he resented me.
Powiedzmy o ludziach, którzy chcieli nas złapać.
Didn't end with Valentine. He wasn't a baron, but he was a man of the city in his own right. Enough people wanted him avenged.
And they're still after you? Is that why your name's so dangerous?
Not as much as there used to be, but I try not to invite trouble. I might have become 8-shot when I killed Valentine, but I hadn't cemented its meaning until I put enough bullets into everyone sent after me.
Jest o tym, co się stało z twoją
I
reputacją.
lost my rep, my name. That's what. In this line of work, all it takes is one bad job to wipe years of goodwill.
But that's not fair. He killed your uncle.
Think about it, Professor. If one of your colleagues snapped and killed the dean, you think anyone would care why?
I suppose not.
That's right. Because as far as anyone cares, I screwed up a job and killed my client. That's enough to scare off anyone. And while some respect the name, most don't. Sure, it might have some pull in this part of town, but it's not a badge of honor. It's a reminder of one of the darkest days in my life.
Nie sądziłem, że Gia się
Oh,
otworzy.
Gia. I'm so sorry.
She smiles and the sun comes out. The dark days of the past fade back where they belong.
And I'll register an official address and sign for my own packages from now on.
You better, Principessa.
O, sporo dostaliśmy doświadczenia. Co jeszcze
Hi,
masz? Organizację laboratorium.
A lab, huh? This where you're going to fix the well?
Yes. Once I finish setting up, I'll need to reconstruct my notes. I've already written down the most important parts, but I'll need time to integrate the new data, and proper equipment to start prototyping, of course. At the very least, I'll need an etheric counter, paneling, coiling, and a complete toolkit. Fortunately, I've gotten a head start. Cress won't mind the mess, will she?
Just don't break any windows.
Pieniądze na
I thought
wynajem.
you lost your money with the briefcase. Where'd you get the cash for this place?
I earned it. I might not have your talent for smuggling, but no one in the hole knows aethonics like me. Compared to solving Morrison's experiment, fixing a light or a wire is trivial. And sometimes I make shopping runs or watch pets.
And no one's given you any trouble?
Well, not everyone's friendly, but whenever things start turning ugly, I just say I know 8. I know you, and they leave me alone. You're pretty famous around here, you know.
Warunki życiowe.
Doubt this place is what you're used to.
It's nice, spacious, and it has excellent ventilation, for an old greenhouse, that is. Once I finish decluttering and decontaminating all the surfaces, I'm sure it'll start feeling homey. It's so exciting. I've never had a space to truly make my own. Goodbye for now.
Wróćmy.
That's the last of the jobs I had lined up. I should catch up with Tiana while I've got air.
Zadanie. Nie chcę się udawać do miasta. Myślałem, że mogę pogadać z nim.
Gia. See you soon.
Się. Na cholery mi to było. A. Waga, wytrzymałość. To na co mi to było brać? Nie wiem.
Strawo.
Punkt handlowy przy toku 6. A, dobra, czyli to bez... Dobra, nadróbmy z nią...
Prawo.
To punkt, z którego nie ma powrotu. Zamierzasz rozpocząć finałową misję w White Street, co na stałe zablokuje dostęp do wyspy White Street i wszystkich pozostałych na niej misji. Czy chcesz kontynuować? Nie. Oho, ciekawe. Nie sądziłem, że to będzie... koniec. Dobra, ja się tu z wami pożegnam. Na razie sobie sam polatam, zobaczyć, czy są jest coś do roboty. Chociaż moment. A, dobra, czy White Street, zaliczymy White Street. Tu będzie następna i te 3 wyspy wtedy jeszcze. Ciekawe, ale udajmy się jeszcze tutaj na chwilę. Chcę się rozejrzeć. Może pokazywać jeszcze cały czas tą animację. W sumie chodźmy do kryjówki. Użyjmy sobie...
Confortala is infamous.
Tak.
Confortalas is by far the best place to crash until the dust clears. It's clean
Czyli
and
się
quiet,
czymś
and usually
czymkolwiek
comes with a hot
wartościowym.
meal and a drink or two on the house. When the
Potrzebujemy
law's breathing
drali.
down my neck, it's the first place I think of.
Naprawienia pojazdu zakładać na cel zastrzyk energii. To może być ciekawe. Akurat jej to może się przydać. Coś zyskaliśmy dzięki temu? Nope. Ale F5, tak? No to zapisz. Normalny. Fajnie, że mogę coś jeszcze z kryjówek podwędzić. Nie udało się. Spróbujmy jeszcze raz. Teraz się udało.
A few minutes of idle searching reveals something wedged against the wall behind a corner table.
O, kastet. To masz, weź go sobie. Pójdźmy w takim razie do tej drugiej kryjówki.
New York's many pubs and bars. If you
Tak.
don't mind stamping feet
Whoa.
and loud music, a pub isn't the worst place I can imagine to lie low and wait for the heat to clear. It's almost refreshing once you get used to it.
Pójdźmy chyba w tego śledczego. To będzie warte. Udało się. Dobra.
A few minutes of idle searching reveals something wedged against the wall behind a corner table.
Kastet? Serio? To nie było warte. W ogóle to warte nie było.
Hey, anything you need delivered today?
It'll be a while on the next shipment. Thanks for stopping
Tu
by.
nie, dobra. Sprzedaj, sprzedaj. Co mógłbym tu jeszcze sprzedać? Chyba nic więcej. Dobra. O. No po co wracamy już do miasta, tam do miejsca i akurat 2 godziny minęły, 4 odcinki. Wracamy tutaj. Dobra. Tu skończymy. Ja z wami pożegnam. Trzymajcie się ciepło i pa pa.